So, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Hi everyone.
Hi. My name is Kausat Mama from Liberal Arts. My ID is 67310060018. Today I'm going to interview my friends from Liberal Arts for the assignment 2 of the Understanding Global Society course. So let's go.
Hi, my name's Aram. I'm studying in School of Liberal Arts, second year student.
Do you know anything about globalization?
Globalization, in my perspective, I think is the relationship between countries in the world that might be associated with economies or cultural or like something like that.
Do you have any example of globalization?
Example, it might be economics that Thailand can export fruit like mangoes, durian to Chinese or Americans, something like that.
And how do you think globalization affects your life?
It might be affect me in many ways, like communication. I can communication with foreigner from my phone and yeah. For example, the phone from import it from American and produced in Chinese, and we can buy it in Thai. Yes, just something like that. We can buy the things that from other countries. Yes.
And which application do you use to communicate with others?
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes.
So many people around the world can communicate through Instagram.
Yes.
So that's mean globalization in
Yes,
your.
in my perspective, in my views.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, my name is Methavi Sijan from first year Liberal Arts.
Do you know anything about globalization?
For my opinions, it's like how the world is going on right now, like between relationship of economics, politics, and social media and technology.
Do you have any example?
Like economic international trading, we can have like the goods from another country in our country by trading from like shipping from the boats.
Like export or import like that.
It's about technology too, like YouTube that you can find the clip that you can study, or Google that you can search find information.
How do you think globalization affect on your study life?
I think it's very effective for me. If you want to know anything extra from the class, you can go to search and learn more from them.
Okay, which app?
YouTube, Google, and ChatGPT.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jinava Parasi I'm a second year student from Liberal Arts.
Do you know what globalization is?
In my opinion, I think it is about the countries around the world become more connected.
And how do you learn about globalization?
Some in news and social media that we use nowadays.
So do you have any example of globalization?
I think about internet, because without internet we couldn't watch live in Instagram and TikTok. We couldn't connect with the other country without internet.
Okay. So people around the world connected by internet.
Yes.
Okay. And how do you think how it affect on your life? Does it make you addicted to internet?
Sometimes.
Sometimes.
It depends on our mood in that day. If I want to find the motivation or something, I will keep scrolling in it. But if someday I feel productive, I would not use that much.
Have you ever used internet to connect with other people from other country?
Yes, I always texting my grandpa that he was in Florida.
Oh, okay. So maybe it can be example of globalization. Right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Kuntida. I'm from the English Liberal Arts second years.
Okay, so do you know anything about globalization?
I think it's about like we can communicate by texting with people in another part of world.
Do you have any example?
We can order the online stuff like clothes, food or whatever, and we can get it in a few days.
Do you have any example? Like, do you usually?
I usually pre-order stuff from Shopee or maybe on Twitter, something like that.
Maybe from like about like China. China.
Always China.
So that can be like example of globalization. That means you from Thailand and you like.
Want to order stuff from China.
Oh, okay. So it's many countries connected together, and how it affect on your life.
It really affect me because I can keep my money because I always spend my money to buy stuff from China.
Okay, so that's it for today,นะคะ. Thank you so much.
My name is Drive. I'm a second year student from the School of Liberal Arts.
Do you know anything about globalization?
The concept of globalization, at least to my understanding, is the sudden change in a big scale of something, such as, if I were to give an example from my understanding, I would say the invention of steam machine, revolutionizing the industry, the factories and everything else. So that's what I understand as the word globalization. So a sudden change in something. I think it has both advantages and disadvantages. Take a recent case, for example, AI. Recently, AI has become very prominent in our daily life. It's in everything we use now: fridges, smartphones, laptops, even the very thing we use in our daily life. I think that used correctly, AI can be very beneficial, but at the same time, these kind of sudden changes will almost always have drawbacks and disadvantages come to them. Ethical concern, environmental impact, or other things could be an issue later down the line.
Okay, I see your point. But and how does it affect on your life?
Given from my last example that I talked about AI, I think that for me, I work as a journalist and I do paperwork all the time, and I think that AI can help with that. But at the same time, some jobs are being threatened by AI. Some employer replace human with AI for cost efficiency, which, while might sound good on paper, it displaces human from their job, and the AI are not as reliable as it needs to be to fulfill these kind of duties.
Thank you so much.
So, in conclusion, after I interviewing 5 friends, 4 of them had similar understanding about globalization. They explained that, in their perspective, globalization might be about the connection between people and countries around the world. They mainly focus about technology like social platforms like Instagrams, using to communicate with people around the world. They also mentioned about international trade, like Thailand exporting fruits to another countries, or like we as other people ordering products from Shopee or from China, from other country. This example shows that their understanding globalization according to their experiences in daily life. However, there is one friend that had a different understanding about globalization. They explained that globalization in their perspective might be about the sudden change in a big scale of something that caused by innovation. They mentioned about like such as the example like the invention of the steam machine
and the coming of AI. Although their understanding might be different, but this also linked with how global changes impact on the society. Overall, they recognize globalization in practical daily life terms, although their understanding in the academic level might not be fully accurate, but their answer helped me so much in this assignment. So thank you all of you. Thank you Ajahn. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. So bye bye. Thank you. That's it for today.